We're going to go ahead and do a reading for Twin Flames, specifically a collective read for the Divine Feminine, for Divine Masculine. Happy solstice full moon. This is our Capricorn full moon, but it is also our strawberry moon, and it's super strong. A lot of people are telling me that too. Ground right now. The energies are really, really high, but we're going to be feeling them over the next 3 weeks too. And this is important for Twin Flames, this shift too, because we have a Venus alignment. This is bringing up major healing of the connection vibes. Depends on where you're at though. Separation tends to kind of suck us into, so I want to talk about it. But remember, this is just a general reading, so take what resonates just for you. If you do need a one-on-one reading, do a phone call with me. You can set up readings on my website, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. I also am an energy worker. I do tons of healings, clearings, activation work, and of course I teach tons of classes and do twin flame coaching too. But just take what is specific for your situation, because we're going to try to cover a lot in this one video of just what's going on collectively with the twin flames. I get a good view of lots of flames too as I do this work. Okay, so we have a Venus alignment. It's all about healing the connection. Depends on where you're at with that too. Some of you guys are in separation because maybe the connection turned toxic, or your flame was on some level with things that need to be worked out too. So there's a lot of upset coming from the feminine side. Some of you guys are feeling lower frequencies, whether you're purging them out, picking them up from the collective, or you're feeling angry about your masculine in this situation. Many of the masculines are in the state of fear, which is avoidance, and sometimes you don't realize that with their patterns too, and just kind of depends on what's going on. So we have that coming up specifically too. Lots of high frequency energies. Both are purging the past couple of days too. You are always feeling the same energies as your twin flame too, so they're right in the same highs and lows energetically as you do. A lot of masculines are finding out that just right now, the shift of that energy connection, some of your masculines might have caused a lot of pain or hurts, and they're feeling that energy doubling back to them too. Any hurt that they caused through the energy connection that you share as twin flames, it's not something that you can disconnect from. I was telling someone last night, I'm like, listen, because oftentimes separation is like the breakup and you would just move on and heal and get over it if it was a normal connection. But with twin flames, the breakup energy continues infinitely until you come back into reunion. And that could be long periods. It just kind of depends on the work being done and on both twin flames too. And those separation energies feel pretty yucky and bring a lot of stuff up, but it doesn't stop because of the shared energy connection. And it is meant to, I say, not torture you both, but to keep you on track. We're getting into union too. So we have a lot kind of coming up through the collective, and we're going to see a lot coming up through the next couple of months when it comes to the twin flames. So we're going to go ahead and start with a reading for Divine Feminine. What's going on with the Divine Feminine collective, feminine to masculine? I'm confused about what I should do for my feelings for you, bringing up a lot of feelings, positive and negative. This is where the healing comes up too. Might be bringing up, we'll say, repressed emotions, energies, or shadow aspects. Some of you are upset with how you were treated. This isn't for everyone, but some of you, you know what I'm talking about if you had these kind of narratives going on. So with this Capricorn full moon, this is giving us a chance to let go of the past. If you're in a separation cycle, let go of everything that's happened, even your twin flame. And you'll say, what? I can't. Try to. This is all about clearing these past energies right now so that we can welcome what lies ahead. And sometimes in separation, we look back at the stories that didn't work out, or the separation cycle narratives and things like that, whatever it is, or even for your twin flame back there. If this is a destined connection, if this is a true twin flame connection, you will do your own healing work, and this person will vibrate back into your reality at some point in divine timing. We have a lot of themes coming up this full moon, specifically with divine timing and our next Capricorn full moon. So we have a Capricorn full moon happening now, and then we have another one happening next month on the 21st. This is bringing up themes of time and divine timing. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. Dealing with a lot of emotions. It can feel like an emotional roller coaster when you're on the twin flame journey, and the healing doesn't stop. I'm like, this brings up a lot of healing. Okay. It might feel very emotionally intense. I was feeling that like 2 days ago, the second we went into Cancer season, and my twin flame is a Cancer, so I was kind of making jokes like to myself, like, oh my God, this is what Cancers go through, because it was feeling quite collective, even collective level emotions. When you're feeling emotions that are not yours, it might be from the collective, it could be from your twin flame side of things too. And so I was feeling a lot of intense emotions stirred up, like yesterday and the day before, I think collectively I was kind of feeling that solstice purge, and then different emotions today. So we're navigating Cancer season. This could be the passions are running high and there's a lot of emotional energy in the air and then surfacing from within yourself to heal. Cancer is an amazing emotional healer. It's the most sensitive sign of the zodiac too. They like to hide that and act like they don't care. However, right, it's a very spiritually sensitive sign too. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand. No one ever loved me again the way you did. I never appreciated you until you were gone. Okay, so we have, and this is different, a lot of the DFs, Divine Feminines, they're not interested in dating again. You'll say, what? Oh my God. Anyone but their twin flame. For some of you guys, you might be working towards union and you're aware of that. Maybe some of you guys, it didn't go good with your twin flame, and it doesn't matter either way. You've realized the connection. You've been made aware of it, whether you've done this union or not, or you're working towards it, and you're no longer interested in entertaining karmics. Yes, everyone but your twin flame is a karmic. You're no longer interested in learning in that way. You know where these karmic lessons lead at a certain point, right? So we see a lot of DFs, Divine Feminines, working on yourself, being guided to work on your healing, and being guided to clear karmic energies. Now, during this time, I put a post up this morning saying, time to clear the one-sided energy exchanges. Because you've been by yourself, if your twin flame hasn't been around that much or they're not around, you've had other people vibrate in to try to take up that space, and some of these connections are not serving you. I know, right? You got to clear those one-sided energy vampire, right, connections, and you'll know that by how they feel too. So you're clearing a lot of energy still. If you have those kind of connections around you right now, you're being guided to be more aware of your energy and to really heal in this space. This will help your masculine on the other side. Now, some divine masculines are with other partners, dating other people, and entertaining karmics. This could be, I said, the karmics they came in with, that they didn't do that level of work and they brought karmics into your relationship or your twin flame connection. I know, whether you realize it or not, many of them may have had exes, like old karmic partners, actual current relationships. Yes, you can meet your twin flame while you're, dating or married. They had other connections. They might have been, they didn't want to settle down because they thought there were better options out there and they wanted to be single and they wanted that lifestyle. Just kind of depends. So we have that playing out now, huge within the collective field on the masculine side too. This isn't for everyone, but you'll know that too. Of this kind of coming up, these themes. I still feel deeply connected to you, but won't admit it. That connection doesn't go. It's very important that you're staying in positive energy, right, within the connection. You put negative into it and you both fall and feel it and, whatever. And I'm sure you know that if you're in a twin flame connection. So it's very important, Divine Feminine, that you're uplifting your frequency. I was selfish and stuck in my ego. And so we have this theme kind of coming up too. Ego is like that negative voice in your head that keeps going and telling you everything is awful, especially about your twin flame or situations. And once it starts spinning, it keeps going. And I ask a lot of questions on this journey, like, why? That's so that you can be made aware of it, so that you can heal these kind of issues, or you wouldn't be aware of that ego programming and how it's affecting you unless it was stirred up. Your twin flame tends to trigger you like no one else. Like they might even intentionally do things to get back at you or upset you or poke at you, right? And I know, right? Maybe unintentionally too. Twin flames tend to trigger each other like other different, like not like other connections. And this is about the healing. I always say to work on the triggers. I've been working on myself. Divine Feminine is working on herself. I'm saying that. You're working on other areas of your life. Look at it like a blessing if you are in some type of space, like a separation, because the universe has other plans for you. You might be guided to work on your mission, your purpose, your business. Maybe some of you guys are parenting and raising kids and you can spend time with your children, or other things you got going on, right? Maybe you don't even know what your passions, your purposes are. So when you are in a space of separation, or it feels very slow a lot of the time working towards union, then you're being guided to really work on yourself and do other things. This could be like, switching careers, doing something different, trying a new project, putting that book out, whatever it is, being guided to work on other areas. Now, we're on that path to union because we're talking about union with the divine and the higher. You will end up in union. It doesn't matter if you haven't met your twin flame, you're working towards separation, you will end up in union. This is something destined. It doesn't matter how bad it's gone yet. I know. But it does add more healing and more time and distance into the connection. If you really buckle down, and begin to work on your healing, you can very fast shift things and get things on track. Very important that you're clearing whatever's happened in the past cycle. You may do many cycles with your twin flame, but you know, the universe is in charge of this, and if it's not going good, you will end up in separation. The goal is things go good. I hate seeing you with them. You might be watching, and this could be remotely with your psychic gifts and abilities, seeing in dreams, or even, you know, could be on social media. It could be things that your twin flame is telling you, that they're spending time with other people. We talked about this though. I'm in love with you. And you probably already knew this and fell in love with this person. And I realize that that's why the pain comes up in separation. You wouldn't be going through such purging and pain if you were not in love with this person. I realize that, right? Okay, so you're in love with this person. Many divine feminines made it known to their masculine they wanted to heal things and work things out, and divine masculine didn't want to, rejected the connection, wanted to go in a different direction with their life, thought the grass was greener on the other side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do what we need to heal on each side. Don't mind the neighborhood. All right, so divine feminine, what you need to heal. Many of you guys have gone runner. You've gone from chaser to runner. You might have realized that you deserve better. This person might not have shown up for you. They may have caused a lot of negative energy or turmoil in your life. You know, they could have really dragged you down. They could have been bad for your energy. Divine feminine is fed up. This is like cutting cords and walking away from the situation. You might be guided to for your own sanity at times, right? Even though that's the illusion of separateness. I make jokes about it. Like, this is the illusion that I'm done with this person and I'm separate. And I always refer to my favorite drawing of the yin and the yang, and they're two little cartoon characters, and the one goes, go ahead, leave, I know you'll be back. It's the yin and the yang. In order to achieve wholeness of the soul, at some point we merge together, the heroes gamos. This is why it's amazing when you actually make love to your twin flame and have sex with your twin flame. It's going to be like out of this world. And you guys get a glimpse of that when you come into that love bubble phase I talk about. And it's literally like you get a little slice of heaven, right? So when you go into separation, it's like, I had that song, I think Getting Kicked Out of Heaven song. I had that in my head this morning, right? It's very akin to getting kicked out of heaven, because in the love bubble, you feel that heaven and that frequency that if you guys come together and you're in love and you're in union, it is the most beautiful high of energy, and you begin to activate things. So when you come together, you begin to activate your Kundalini, spiritual awakening energy as you come up into these other worlds. It motivates you, you're happy, right? Other areas of your life are reflecting that. But then of course comes the separation. It's usually kicked off by the divine masculine. It can be. I see women runners too and things that do that, but usually it is kicked off, we'll say on the other side. So we have divine feminine is hurting. This is crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Maybe not all the time, but you're dealing with a lot of pain. Your twin flame may have hurt you in a familiar way. I write a lot. I wrote books about, I didn't know where my experience was going, but I began writing books about it. And it's just mind-blowing to see where it did take me with it too. So this might be familiar to you. It might subconsciously reflect some type of, for both, childhood issues and wounds that are playing out. Whether one or both hasn't healed these patterns and they're bringing them into it. It might mirror your parents' relationship. It might mirror your child-parent relationship. It might mirror past issues that you've had within relationships. You never know what's going to come up within your relationship templates. Okay, our 3D templates are awful that we got from our families. They have a lot of negative stuff in them, as you saw from your dating experiences, I'm sure, on planet Earth. It's all about healing toxic templates, healing the drama, addictions, and, you know, on again, off again relationship with this person. So this is also, sometimes when we go into separations, it should encourage you, and this is what the feminine's healing, it should encourage you to work on yourself and to really heal issues that you have and challenges that you have, because you want to be a better person. This could be addictions like alcohol, I say weed, right? Weed, cigarettes, but it also could be that love addiction to your twin flame. It could be codependency too. And so this is sometimes we're healing a sacral issue. We're healing the relationship issues stored within it. So healing these kind of issues, you are high value. It's about shifting into that Empress energy and getting that Emperor with you. You're beautiful, you're sexy, you're abundant, and you're confident. Carry yourself like that. Really begin to pour that love and time into yourself, and this will bring up your value. This will make your twin flame want you more. Okay, so This is where the divine masculine is at and what needs to be healed. Lack of self-love. They need to work on loving themselves. They're trying to take back control, probably of you in the situation too, and they just want to be happy. Some of them are dating, right? We have them with new love options. They're back on the market. They're spending time with other women, right? Or they've been dating someone, usually probably sneaky, and you don't know either, right? They just disappeared. So if your twin flame has disappeared, for those that are wondering where they are, but they have other problems coming from this twin flame union. Everything is crumbling in their life. They might have no job, job loss, and other chaos too. And they're in the inferno. This is in the fire. And separation is the fire, where you're purified and you have to face a lot about yourself and face a lot very fast. So even if they're distracting themselves with other conquests and things like that, this is still in the background for them. They have this twin flame dynamic in the background. They always feel it. They always think about it. They might be having sleep problems late at night, having job problems, can't focus, withdrawing from friends and family. And so there is this runner chaser kind of dynamic, and it's coming down to divine timing. They know you're the one. Some have hurt you badly acting like they don't, but they do know that you're the one. They know the connection. However, it's triggered something within them and they need to do more healing work. And it gives you comfort to know that none of the karmic relationships will work out, which is always a sore subject for the masculine. They're usually superficial, because if they wanted love, they would be with their divine feminine. They would do union. So it's usually just about sex and other addictions, right? If they're entertaining karmics. These are always short-lived relationships, you'll notice anyways. It's a way to fill the pain, especially if you're in a separation and they haven't healed and they're, you know, hanging out a lot. You'll notice the divine masculine gets real social in separations. Usually they're talking bad about you too. All right. Okay, so we have this, and this is like moving on. You're going to get a new chance with this person. You're going to get a new cycle with this person. Doesn't matter how bad things have gone or how you feel about that. Just know that this is your twin flame. This is the real deal. This is a past life connection. And so there is something that hasn't happened yet. You might feel like that. Some of you guys, it was slow to get into union and you never got into union. You might have done a ton of healing and separations and never quite got there with this person. There might have been other things that got in the way or interfered, speaking of karmas and things like that. Okay, this person is watching you online a ton. They're spying on you, but they're also reminiscing about the good times with you too and thinking about you. Expect some type of communication from this person. This person might have had not a lot of communication, no communication. They might have throat chakra issues. I always say, divine feminine, work on your throat chakra if you're dealing with a masculine that isn't communicating or is passive aggressive and no communication, or isn't telling you how they feel, hiding how they feel, or even more dramatic, the runner. So you're going to get some type of communication, like a phone call and direct message. When you do, you'll know that you're coming into reunion. This person's going to open up to you. They're going to tell you, if there was a separation, why they're upset with you. You're having to heal your shadow side. This person has brought out all the bad sides of you, right? That you didn't even know. They probably have brought out sides you never thought could come out. It's okay. Be understanding of this too, that sometimes you're needing to go there, and you'll say, why? Well, you can only let people push you around so much, right? Divine feminine rising, right? And if you've been mistreated and you've been upset about it, I know everyone loves to shame you for negative emotions. You're needing to release these emotions. You're needing to work on those flaws though. You're needing to be responsible and take care of your own finances and your own energy. How's your wallet? How's your money? Okay, maybe needing to heal some, because our money is connected with, and where we're at with that is connected to our relationships and our energy, 3 in 1, right? So healing your sacrals coming up, letting go of any guilt. You're feeling badly about how things went. You're feeling pain from your end, things said, damage caused. There is a very passionate energy with this connection though. There's a fiery energy if you didn't notice. Divine feminine is not happy about how things are going. Okay, we have the Fool. There's going to be a new beginning kind of vibe with this person, starting over, taking a leap of faith. This is a new adventure, and you might feel a call to travel, try new things, and maybe go new places. But this is with the connection. This is a twin flame reading too. So if this person wasn't willing to take a chance on you or vice versa, this is like going all in when they're ready and getting to that space. Your divine masculine has triggered a lot of healing in you so that you could work out certain issues and become a better person. This is like that new start energy. Some of you are craving that. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords. And this is lies have been exposed, being overwhelmed, holding on to resentment, and feeling emotionally detached, being cold or guarded. Your masculine may have been like that with you, and you might have turned like that too. This is letting go of whatever's happened and finding forgiveness with your twin flame. You may have to again and again. They may have hurt you in some way, and it just kind of depends. It could have been unintentional with the twin flame purging process. Things are said. Some of them have like flaunted other karmics in your life, tried to make you jealous, tried to hurt you intentionally, maybe even gone extreme third party with you. It depends. But you're needing to find forgiveness and to let go of this heart chakra pain from this person that they have caused with you. Many of your masculines have either, we'll say, stirred up a lot of past pain. So we have heart chakra wounds being healed for the feminine, and for the masculine, they're dealing with inner child repressed emotions right now. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles, and this is like, I always bring up different things. I say it's my Withering Heights card, right? He's sitting up there on the throne. This is the King of Pentacles, and this person, your masculine, is interested in social status. They want to be the boss, probably bossy with you, controlling. Okay, this is like wealth. They're focused on wealth, security, success, and things like that. They're in that provider or protector energy. And if they're not with you, with themselves, like how would they want to be seen, right? They're in that energy. This person might do really good financially now or in the future. It might bring that provider energy into your life. It's actually what masculines are supposed to be doing. I know they tried to shift the women into being providers and provide less, but they were supposed to provide protection and other things, right? And stuff like that. Okay, we have the King of Cups. This person might be immature. They might be being not good to you. They're anxious and depressed. They're hiding that from you. This is something that they're trying to hide from you, that they don't want you to see. We're going to ask, is there anything else they're hiding? All right, they're bored. They're actually refusing a lot of love offers. They're getting offers and things like that. They're focusing on the negative. They're ungrateful. They're not appreciating things right now. So they're not in the best mindset. They might be hiding that from you and acting King of Pentacles, life of the party with their karmics. But in reality, these are boring. The 3D is boring at a certain point with it. Some of you, they might be trying to replace you. Ooh, right there. Oh my God. They're trying to find like a copycat of you and thinking they could replace you if they saw all your good qualities. They're looking for another woman like that, but finding they can't. Depends. Like if you're really spiritual, they're trying to find a spiritual person. Not because they want this in their life, but just to hurt you for some. So we have that kind of not good energy coming up in the collective. All right, so we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine Collective. What is going on? Divine Feminine, take this as messages from your masculine. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. They feel you, they feel your energy, and they feel it strong. They feel all of your moods. They feel everything going on with you. They might think they're their moods, but it's influencing them too, the energy. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. They can't let you go, but they don't want you to move on, but they may have tried to let you go, but they can't. They don't want to see you move on, even though they're trying to move on bad. They're haunted by you. Okay, this is like, doesn't matter what spiritual path you choose, but you have to follow love, or you're just going to be not happy in life, right? It's all about love and that energy that creates. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. They may have initiated the separation. They may have told you they would be happier without you. But they're in a lot of pain. They might be broken, or they're not feeling it. Just kind of depends. So they're feeling the energy of the separation or separation wounds, or even impatient to get to union, and you might not realize that. They want union just as bad as you on their end. Our beliefs are just too different. I can't reconcile mine to yours. You might have different belief systems. You might be from different places, different families. A lot of twin flames are like different social statuses, born in other countries, born in other places. This can add to things too, because it's programming, more programming, right? I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. They want to be with you. They might be hiding this from you. It depends if you know that. They're working on themselves. They want to reconcile, but they're also needing to work on themselves too, because they know they might have messed up with you or weren't able to fulfill your needs. I don't feel like I deserve you. Low self-worth, low self-esteem. They might have had these childhood issues or childhood wounds, and they could have come up as insecurities in the connection. They might have been trying to hide that, but they might have been insecure, and it might have caused issues within the connection. They're healing some type of relationship insecurities. I ran because I wasn't ready for you. This might have been a runner or someone who sabotaged the connection, but they regret it after the fact. They know they messed up and they kicked off an awful cycle with you, or they've ruined things. They might feel it's past the point of no repair. They think about that often, about the choice that they may have made. They may have put other people above you or other situations above you. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. I'm holding on to memories of us. They might be replaying that love bubble or the good times or what could have been. I feel that you meet your twin flame in divine timing, and you're supposed to just do union right then, and that you have the potential to create beautiful realities, have families, get married, do union, have the most beautiful lifelong partnership. And this can be scary to some people too. Okay, we're going to see what needs to be healed for this masculine and on the feminine side too, but we'll start with the masculine of what they're healing. I'm doing tons of activations. I left my solstice activations on my site. You can still do them today. And I'm also going to be doing those full moon activations and healings on my site. So let's just go ahead and start with the masculine. This is what they're healing. Spiritual attack, karma coming back around. This might be karma from you and how they treated you, or it could be even the pain they have caused returning to them in some type of way. Divine feminines might be in pain and projecting that energy or that on them. This is like them facing their demons too, and they might have had their attachments attacking the feminine. It just kind of depends. So this is like divine intervention at a certain point. They're getting hit with karma right now. All right, they're obsessed with you. They're attracted to you, but they're trying to deny the connection or deny anything about this, right? They're trying to deny that about how they feel. They've been suppressing their emotions for a really long time. When you met them, this is why they unloaded things so fast, because they've been waiting for you your whole life. But once they did, the fear kicked in, and that they've begun to try to repress these heavy, intense emotions that they have for you. They're actually obsessed with you. They're getting some type of spiritual guidance. This could be getting tarot readings or going to a spiritualist. This is them healing. They're having a strong intuition guiding them, and they're also having a lot of dreams about you. And this is them trying to keep faith in the union and the situation, but they're trying to get help with this. Okay, they're determined. They're still holding on to you, like literally. If there's things that you gave them, that little reminders, this could have been gifts of the past, things around the house. This is like, they still have these little reminders of you around too. And so this is like, they're not able to let go of this connection. They may have thought that they could, but they're not able to. Okay, so divine masculine, still a reading for the masculine, but what the feminine is healing. They might be hating on you, masculine. They might be spiteful. They might be jealous. I know, right? This might be your feminine. And it depends on how you've been treating them as to how they'll be feeling about you too. That's what happens with relationships. Our relationship karma is simply how we treated people returning back to us in some type of way too. So there might be some type of karma between you both. You're hanging out with the wrong people. You're hanging out with feeding addictions. You're getting bad advice from other people. You might be talking about your twin flame, but with like love interests that are trying to throw off your union to be with you. Friends that have never been a twin flame, family that want to keep you stuck in the karmic cycles with them and keep you there with them. So a lot of you guys are getting bad advice and you're hanging out with pretty much just anyone. Oh my God. And it's not good for you. This is like also clearing that negative energy around you. Divine feminine has been planning. They want a text, phone call, or a meetup. All right. They're also looking at your social media. They could be a psychic themselves. They're really good with tarot cards, and they might be going to the cards about you and asking questions and able to tell. Or if not, they might be going to a tarot reader. This is why I always say go to that reader. They're going to tell you a ton about everything with the other side of things. So they're tapping into your side of things, whether their spirit guides are telling them things, right? Or directly like telling you little things that you're doing or your side of things. This might be upsetting them, because we have that divine feminine was upset in this message, that you're upsetting your divine feminine in some type of way. Could be trying to control union, because we had that control card come up earlier. It just depends. So they're getting information. Okay. Okay, you're supposed to be following your divine feminine as the oracle. She knows the way. Like, right? Oh my God, and this is the new paradigm of it too, right? So men, matrix, I know, women spiritual. So they know the way. And this is like, they've revealed a lot of things to you, whether you're listening or not. You're healing from codependent toxic relationships. There might be a misunderstanding or a lot of triggers that have come up in this connection, making it toxic in some type of way. Okay, pay attention to gossip. You're hanging out, look, I got two women, right? You're hanging out with maybe other women that are gossiping about your twin flame or your situation or about you. Just be mindful of that. That could also be your twin flame on their side talking to friends about you. Just kind of depends. Your divine feminine is holding back. They feel bad about ways that they've expressed their feelings for you. This could be their emotions or even things that they've said to you. With it, they might not have told you how they feel for real. Different values. You or your twin flame might be struggling financially or vice versa. One of you guys might be really good with money. The other one might be having struggles. We have sacral come up for the divine feminine. Sacral healing coming up for the masculine. You're being guided to heal any financial blocks and problems. These might be causing issues in the relationship. Like if you were too focused on the finances and you've been setting aside your twin flame union. Just kind of depends. You will have a reunion with this person. You'll always find your way back to this. And I mean in this life. A lot of people are like, in the next life. No, in this life too. This is why so many of you guys are being guided to stay single and work on yourself or to work on things with your twin flame when you feel ready. So you will have another reunion chance or union chance. There's a lot of romantic feelings. You will fall in love with this person. Maybe you're already in love with this person. You'll fall in love with this person again and it will be very happy. This person is home to you. Many of you might buy a house together or live together. And this could be the fear too, because this triggers the fearful avoidance, right? Of not wanting to give up their 3D life. I know, fearful avoidance, stuck in the 3D. All right, so this could have triggered fear. We were talking about fear coming up for the masculine, but you know, maybe you guys are meant to build your own life together, buy a house together, get a better house together, whatever it is. Okay, so we have the Hermit. And I said that, the masculine's in the Hermit. Over the next couple of weeks, especially integrating the energies of the solstice. So you've been taking a lot of alone time. If you're in separation, this is what, and this is introspection. In past lives, you did enlightenment by yourself and you'd sit alone. But in this life, you're meant to do spiritual union and come into that final merging together with your divine feminine for the spiritual too. This is like self-reflection, paying attention to your inner guidance. You're in that lone wolf, I don't need anyone. That's a trauma response. It keeps you lonely. And I realize that. Sometimes we think it's, oh, they're really independent. They got their stuff together. It's actually fear keeping you from relationships. And it's a survival mode instinct too. So while you've been retreating into your shell, maybe a little too much. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. This is repressed emotions. This is, you're scared to open up to love or hesitant to open up to this connection, acting like you don't care or that you're not in love with this person kind of energy when we see this in reverse too. So needing to heal that. You might have been acting like you didn't care about your twin flame. We know that they both feel the same. It doesn't matter if one's asleep, one's not. I mean, both of you are really feeling that energy, but you're both being guided through this process that's very intense for both of you. So this is like not caring. We have the Page of Cups, and this is like coming in with a love message. And this is, because this is supposed to be the masculine, the cups, right? Page. This is a romantic proposal, a love message, and an apology. You might owe your feminine an apology, or they may come in with an apology. It depends. But I always think of this as the masculine message, right? You might apologize to your divine feminine and want to reconcile if you're in separation. If you're in a working towards union or union, you might really get vulnerable and open up about how you feel with them. Eight of Cups, walking away from negativity, letting go of the past, moving on, a change of heart, being fed up, and working on your self-esteem. So you're also letting go of past energies. We're going to see what someone was complaining they want more time for the masculine. Let's see what they're letting go of. Okay. This is like lacking organization. This is money. You might have struggled with money your whole life but made it work. You might be kind of in over your head. You're doing too much and overextending yourself. You might be like spread thin, work, friends, family, everywhere, right? You might be pleasing everyone but yourself and following your own path, which is this twin flame union. It just kind of depends. But this is like going after what you want. Once you decide, you're in this soul searching energy. Once you decide you want this union, you're unstoppable too. So this is like good news coming in. And playful energy back. If you've been in separation and you've been avoiding this connection, you're causing a lot of pain for the other person, and this might be causing more separation wounds and trauma for the other person too. And so we have that energy of avoidance coming out for the masculine, of something they need to heal too. So this is like good news coming in too. But also, yeah, letting go of the past, focusing on the future, leaving home and resolving childhood issues. So this shift, Divine Masculine, is healing a lot of childhood wounds and issues around love that have been affecting your relationships. I was saying that your earlier, longer karmic relationships mirrored your mother and father situation in some type of way. So like, you know, they would have had a lot of qualities that you would have probably found in your mother, I know, for the masculine and things like that. And you'll say, what? But negative ones, like if your mom had addictions or struggled with things or whatever it was. So like a lot of you guys might have even to the extreme had a narcissistic mother. You would have attracted narcissistic karmic partners. And this is something that's your normal type that you're having to deal with. Your twin flame was not your normal type. Your twin flame is generally spiritually awakened, very spiritual and doing that healing work, right? And you'll see that across all areas of their life too. But this is the first person that is going to call you out usually on what you're doing. So while it was okay, you were treating the karmics in the same way as the twin flame, they didn't much care. They're still in the background. They're still there. But when you tried the same stuff with the twin flame, usually it got implosive fast, because this is meant to be a divine union, and your feminine knows that too, right? So if it got karmic or there were issues, they weren't going to be treated like that. They'd done too much spiritual work for that too, and that might have scared you away too, of having to face being accountable in what you were doing or the pain you were causing, or needing to stop doing certain patterns of behavior coming up too within your twin flame connection to be worked out. All right, I'm going on that note anyways. I'm going to be around doing healings on my website the rest of the day. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. Make sure you're booking readings and twin flame coaching on there. I always say if you're stuck and it's not working your way, do my twin flame coaching. It's going to help you a lot with your situation. Have a beautiful day.